Hello everyone. We meet again is the engineering geology course. Today we will discussing on the tectonic plate theory. Plate tectonic theory. We have introduction here. Plate tectonic theory started to be popular since 1960s. This theory includes and replaces theory of continental drift. In forming the plate tectonic theory, there are two things that need to be considered. First, asthenosphere zone, rigid lithosphere. Lithosphere is way thicker than the Earth's crust, and hence, if lithosphere moves, the Earth's crust will be moved as well. Lithosphere can be divided into several tectonic plates, 6 major plates and several minor plates. These plates can be a bit curved, which causes the Earth's crust can be bent upward and downwards. This deformation can only occur on the boundaries between plates, which is called active zones. Earthquake, volcanic activity, mountain formation, and oceanic trenches are usually formed around these active zones. Lateral movement of these plates are usually around 50 to 100 mm per year. Tectonic plates can be continent plates or ocean plate, but usually a plate consists of both continent and ocean. This picture has 6 major plates and many others of minor plate. This is the plate boundaries. There are 6 major plates. First, Eurasian plate, North American plate, South American plate, African plate, Pacific plate, Indo-Australian plate. Each plate moves as an individual unit, and hence the interactions between the plates occur on the plate boundaries. The interaction between plates can be seen by the occurrence of earthquake and other volcanic activities. There are 3 types of plate boundaries based on how the plates move relative to each other. First, divergent boundaries, convergent boundaries, transform boundaries. This is the schematic of divergent, convergent, and transform plate. Divergent boundaries. The two tectonic plates move away from each other, which creates mid-ocean ridge. This gap will be filled with molten rocks from the asthenosphere. The material will cool down and creates a new ocean floor and pushes the original ocean floor away. This mechanism keeps occurring and is called the seafloor spreading. The spreading occurs at the speed of 2 till 10 cm per year. This could also occur under the continent plates, but it is unlikely to happen because the continent plate are thick. This is the scheme of mid-ocean ridge, which is lithosphere, continental crust, and also metal. Convergent boundaries. The two tectonic plates move closer to each other. Due to the high temperature is in the asthenosphere, the plate will be heated and lose its rigidity. There are 3 possible scenarios to ocean plates, continent plates, and ocean plate to continent plates. In general, there is no subduction occur if the same type of plates meet because they have similar mass. When two plates meet, first subduction zone. It can be characterized by mountain formation, volcanic activity, deep marine trenches. This is how a mountain is formed. Subduction zone always have mountain ranges caused by plate subduction. The next is volcanic activity. As a plate is subducted, the pressure and heat turns it into magma. These pockets of magma find paths to the surface and create volcanoes. A good example is the subduction zone near Chile. The final sign is deep marine trenches. These are a best evidence of the subduction zone as they are visible evidence of the crash formed by subduction of a plate. The most famous is the Mariana Trench. When two plates meet, for example, the merging of India and Asia continents, which created the Himalayas, and the other example. This is the continental convergence. Transform faults can be distinguished from the typical strike-slip faults because the sense of movement is in the opposite direction. See illustration at right. A strike-slip fault is a simple offset. However, the transform fault is formed between two different plates. It's moving away from the spreading center of divergent plate boundaries. When you look at the transform fault above, imagine the double line as a divergent plate boundary and visualize which way the diverging plates will be moving. A smaller number of transform faults can cut continental lithosphere. The most famous example of this is the San Andres Fault Zone of Western North America. The San Andres connect a different boundary in a Gulf of California with the Cascadia subduction zone. Another example of the transform boundary on land is Alpine Fault of New Zealand. Both the San Andres Fault and the Alpine Fault are shown in our interactive plate map. Well, that is all for this session. Until we meet again in the next session. Thank you.